Hi fellow enthusiasts, welcome to my channel. Let's go into today's video and we're gonna come back at the end to wrap it up. We promised in the last video that we'll be looking at how to retrieve sent and received messages, but for us to do that we need a list of users. So we need a list of users. Alright, so our contacts, we need to have a contact list, because right now we don't have that. So all we have is set, and then we get in here, we log in, and once we log in we start sending messages, but we don't have a friend, and that's why we go here and we create a friend called friend. What we want to do is to actually have a list of friends. Right here we have this fix, friend1 and Heca, but we need to get the list in our application. So to do that, let's go and modify one of the pages we have. We have the login page, the login activity. We don't want to change that, but we want to change our main activity. And to do that, we're gonna go to the main activity.xml and make some changes. So we're probably going to delete almost everything here. We're going to delete the button and delete the text view. Let's work from the design view, it's easier. Let's change the background also to white. Right, and we're going to insert our list view. And I think that will be all we'll need here. We're gonna just need the list view. Let's constrain it all around. So it's merchant parents, and we're constraining it all around. And we'll give it an ID of list view. Okay. And then we go to our main activity and we're gonna find it. So these buttons and text view don't exist anymore. We'll take it off. We don't have this, so we don't need to do that. And this event here we don't have anymore either, so we can remove that. Alright. So we call it list view, and we're gonna find it list view equal to find by id id.list view. Okay, and we can just optimize import to remove all these that we don't need. Alright, so we're going to create some array list, an array adapter. So let's create an array list of strings. So we're going to have array list. It's going to be a string, and we're going to give it a name. Let's call it users, and it's going to be new array list. And we're going to create array adapter, right, called array adapter. Alright, and then let on create so list view dot set adapter, and we're going to set that to the array adapter, and then we're going to notify I think you probably noticed we made something here, because we need to make sure that our array adapter has a layout assigned to it. So it's going to be new array adapter, and it's going to be this context, and then let's use the simple layout for the Android r.layout that simple layout 1, and we're gonna apply the users to it. All right, so this will be our users. And then once we start, we want to go to Parse server to retrieve the list of users. Right, so for us to do that, we're going to create some queries. So we're going to create Parse queries, because we want to query the Parse server to retrieve the users. So it's going to be Parse query, Parse users, Parse user, and then let's just query. And what are we going to check for? We're going to look for Parse user.getQuery. Alright, and then we're going to get the query where equal to Alright, so there's a problem here, equal to, yeah, we missed that. So query.where equal to username. In this case, we can call it username is gonna be, so we're gonna get Parse user dot get current user dot get username. Right, and then the query will be query.find in background. We're going to find this in background, and it's going to be new find in background callback. So here we're going to say if E is null, in other words, there's no errors, then if object, this guy here, if objects dot size is not 0, is greater than 0, we're gonna loop. So we're gonna loop through the Parse user and objects. Right. Users.add, so we're gonna go to our array list and we're gonna add that. Our list view, we're gonna get the user name. So we're gonna get username and we're gonna add it to our add that to our list view, and then we're just gonna notify data set changed. Don't forget to put the semicolon here. So when we run this code right now, we expect to get all the users and have them displayed. So let's figure out what we have in the error. In line 34, where equal to username. So we're trying to do something here, and it pass user on a null. So we're trying to invoke an action on a null object reference. So we're trying to invoke pass user, but that pass hasn't been initialized. So we're gonna go to our Android manifest and make a little change. In our manifest, originally we have the activity to launch on main activity. However, we have then we had the redirect in main activity, but we've deleted all the information on main activity. So we want to launch from login activity and have login activity get us to main activity. So let's change that. We're going to call this main activity now, and this becomes our login activity. Just this simple change here will make it to start from the login activity. And we can go to login activity and say, once I'm logged in, take me to main activity instead. Alright, so they should fix this error. So once I'm logged in, my redirect takes me to main activity, which should contain my user list. And at this time, yeah, alright, so here are my friends. I just have one person as my friend, and when I click on it, nothing happens. So what I need to do is I can sign out here and log in as another person. Let's create another account. Let's call it HecaNet. So create a new account. Alright, gonna ask us if we want to sign up. Yes, we want to sign up. So we have created an account, HecaNet. Alright, I think our query needs to be updated because we're just getting ourselves in the list. We need to get everyone else except us. So let's change our here. So we're user equal to us. No, we're not equal. We want to say it is not us. We're not equal to. Okay, yeah. Now we can get other users, not us. Alright, now we can see all the users that were signed up. Yeah, so we got everyone but us. Okay, this is what we wanted. Initially we had we're equal to, but we need we're not equal to. Okay, the next thing we want to do here is to be able to click on this and then go to the active user. So for us to be able to go to the active user activity, we need to introduce an onClick. So let's do list view dot set onClick listener. So it's gonna be set on item click listener, on item click listener, yes. And the item is on our list view, of course. Adapter view does set onClick listener. We're going to implement the method, and here we want to use an intent to say intent new intent, and then we're going to say for that intent, all right, and where do we want to go? We want to go to the active user dot class. All right, so let's just, we're gonna get context here. So get application context, and we want to go to active user class, and for the intent we're going to put extra. We haven't introduced this before, but we're going to put extra when we're going to call it username. So the people that are using the application, we're going to call it username. So we're going to get it from the users, which is our list view, the items on our list view, and we're going to get the int, which is the position. We can call it position. We're going to get the position of the user, and then we're going to start the activity. We know about this before. Start activity, and then that activity is the intent. Alright, as we did before, we're going to override pending transition. Maybe later we're going to use animations. I think it would be nice for us to introduce that. Okay. Alright. So it might be nice to actually clear the users once we start. We need to clear it so that we don't add override. So we'll clear it and then we'll get users. Now this is all we need here. We have to retrieve these users in the active user. So let's go there and retrieve the user. So at onCreate, we want to get that. We're going to say username equal to so we're going to make it a string. So we have strings here, so just let's use it as one of them. Username. All right, so our username is going to be intent dot get string and the get string extra, and we're getting the string username. So this becomes our new username. So here now, instead of having friend here, we replace that with username. Let's make sure we haven't used that variable for any other thing here. Alright, so we haven't used it. So now when we click on someone, the person becomes our active chat partner. So we're going to set a title that will help us to actually know. So let's set title here. Set title, and we're going to call the title chat with, and we're going to put the username. All right, so that way we can tell definitely who we're chatting with. So let's run this application. All right, we have all our friends. Heca, there's a chat with Heca. Awesome. Go back, friend 1, chat with friend 1. Go back, fix, chat with fix. Awesome. So we can start sending messages. All right. In the next one, we're going to see how to retrieve messages sent and received from each friend. We needed to do this part first because it avoids us writing the names of the people we want to retrieve chats with right here. We can just replace that with username, and that will take care of that. And also we're going to be writing other queries to retrieve messages we sent and received, and we don't want to be typing in the names of the person each time. So with this method, we are able to pass the strings, which is the username, which is the actual person we're chatting with, and then another string here, which is the sender, which is us. All right, so I'll see you in the next one. All right, thanks for sticking around to the end. That'll be it from us today. Please, if you have not subscribed, do so right now, and don't forget to like and share this video. Until we come your way again with more contents, stay enthused.